busy in here.
I did put the chat up on my phone too.
Alright. So, wait for a couple to get on in here. Good evening, everybody. Got it up yet?
Hello, Dave. Hey, Sean.
Who is that, Sean? Hey, Sean, how y'all doing?
So I'm trying to get my chat up here. Okay. Angie Sue, hey. Smoky Mountain Man, hey. Frankenstein Addict, hey there, fellow Maine variants. Lisa Jones, hey, can hear you fine.
Alright, good deal. So guys, we're on the road right now, and so this is going to be subject to our cell signal wherever we may be at the time. So if we go out, that's why.
Yeah.
So hopefully everything will go well. And I won't be looking at the screen too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading it. So Tony says, "Hey y'all, Derek is on the wrong side driving." Laugh out loud.
Is it got us inverted again?
Is that not right?
I don't know.
You're on that side.
How are y'all seeing us right now? We did a live back in the wintertime where it did flip us around.
Hi, Louise. Teaching his word.
Do we look like we're supposed to look? I mean, don't answer that way. I mean, as far as the way we're oriented.
Sherry says, good evening. Hope y'all are having a great time. Yes, so far, thankfully. So I'm going to be looking down because that's where I'm reading the comments from. So if you see me looking down, that's fine.
Yeah, we got the phone we're using for the live mounted on the dashboard, and then you're reading the comments from the other one.
Wanda says, you are driving on the wrong side. Laugh out loud.
Am I really? I'm serious. Is that how you need to fix that?
I don't know how to fix that now that we're on here.
Y'all, somebody be serious. Does it really have us on the wrong side?
Because when we're looking at it on the screen, it
looks correct. How are you seeing it when you watch on that phone?
Correct.
Okay, that should be right then.
And then Smoky Mountain Man, hi to your fur babies from ours. They say hello. They're snoozing at the moment. They've been eating some blue buffalo treats. Lisa Jones says, where are we going?
Well, we are headed to an area that I've been to one time, a long time ago when I was 18. You've never been to, so we're heading to the Florida Panhandle for just 3 short nights, long weekend, Destin area.
Yep, I'm excited. I've never been. Everybody says how beautiful it is and oh, you'll love it. So yeah, we're excited.
We're currently about 60 miles northeast of Atlanta on Interstate 85 here in Georgia.
So y'all get to ride with us through Atlanta. And so we got Bill says y'all in England, and
so we must be back.
Yeah,
they must be seeing us
you're
back.
on the British side. Yeah, wrong side.
I'm really not. I don't know why it's doing it that way, but I'm
so
really
this
not.
shows Derek on the left and Shaughnessy on the right. You are on my left.
I am on the left. If we're going forward.
Yeah, we're driving that way.
You should be seeing it the way they are.
I am, but does that not look correct? There you are.
I think it does.
Whatever. Sean says Rita is a slave driver. She's got me remodeling the kitchen before Sunday. Well, you're done.
Yeah, but good seeing y'all the other week. And really enjoyed all those meals we got to meet up with y'all and have.
Smoky Mountain says Buc-ee's is even spelled backwards, and it is backwards on your shirt. I don't know.
Sorry, y'all.
And Lisa Jones says, oh, that's cool. I have family that lives there. Grace says, hey, y'all, be careful.
Lives in Destin.
Hey, y'all. Wait, I just lost it. Have fun. We are going to Savannah next month. I'm excited.
Oh,
that'll be nice.
Yeah. Well, we need to get in at some point.
Hey, BA Fun Seekers.
Good evening, y'all.
Ain't no big deal.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's the second time that's happened to us using the phone for a live. But we normally, I don't think we've ever done a live on a Wednesday night. Normally we are at church.
Yeah.
But we are on the road tonight. So
Sorry,
the sun's at a really bad
perfect
angle.
We're heading to Destin, Florida. So yeah, our vehicle, we're in a rental vehicle. And we also went through Whataburger, got banana pudding milkshakes.
Yeah, we weren't even planning to go to Whataburger. Didn't know it was there. We stopped off right after we got into Georgia to clean the windshield because every bug has hit our windshield. And I was going to clean it. We saw a brand new Whataburger. It said banana pudding shake is back. So
that's what we got.
We had to have that. We didn't have to, but we wanted to try it last time it was out and we missed it.
So RE loves to invest in travel. Says, what time will you be near Atlanta? Melissa and I are in Noonan.
Probably within an hour or so. Right now we're not sure if we're going to take the 285 around it or go through it. I prefer to go through it. I really like driving through Atlanta, but I don't want to sit in the parking lot either. So if you have any ideas on how the traffic's going to be in another hour or so.
David Jones says, hello, you crazy cats. Love your reviews. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tammy says, hey to you both from Tom and Tammy. Love your videos.
Thank you.
Dwayne Edwards says, we came through Atlanta a few days ago, back from Biloxi. How you say that? Biloxi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi. Traffic was horrible near the airport due to construction, you say.
Well, hopefully... Hopefully we're gonna stay on 85 this time because we're going west. So hopefully we'll be away from the airport then.
I don't know how to turn your mirror on. Oh, there it is.
What'd you do?
I was trying to find where you're.
Are we still on?
Yeah.
Okay, well I can't see the screen yet.
I turned your sound off.
Yeah, do that. All right.
Okay. Sorry if you guys leaked out for just a second. Danielle, are y'all planning on doing any food reviews or anything while being there, or just enjoying each other? Enjoying each other for sure. But yes, food reviews. We've already picked out our restaurants. We're meeting up with some friends that live kind of in the area. Hoping to do a little fishing, a little beach time. Yeah.
So how this came about? You've heard us mention Wyndham Rewards before, and we got a call from them 4 or 5 months ago, I guess, and they wanted us to do a vacation package. We do have to sit through a timeshare. We've done that before in years past. It just seemed like it was more hassle than it was worth. But they said if you'll give us 2 hours, they're going to give us 45,000 points, which is the equivalent of 3 free nights, and then another voucher for a 4th free night. So we picked Destin. We had several options. But
and I told him, I was looking at all of them. I said, can we please go to Destin?
Yeah,
I've been wanting to go to this, and it worked out perfectly.
So yeah, we're definitely doing food reviews, and we're going to do that anywhere we go.
Yeah. We're going to take you guys along and show you some stuff.
Because of the pets, we can't stay at the Wyndham Resort that's right there on the beach, though. We have to stay at the La Quinta.
So they're putting us up.
So they're putting us up at the La Quinta. So 3 nights. It's going to be a quick one. But yeah, we do have our restaurants pretty much picked out. Been watching some videos from David and Cindy and Carly. They're here tonight. Been watching a lot of their Destin videos, and a lot of other videos as well to see where to eat in Destin. Then a preacher friend of ours that pastors about 45 minutes from Destin. We're talking to him the other night. We're going to meet up with him Friday, and he says the best seafood is at a place called Dewey Destin's, and we'd already seen reviews from there, so that's where he wants to go. So that's where we're going to go. Looking forward to that. I don't know why.
No. All right, so let me go back here. So Dwayne says hit Buc-ee's in Montgomery.
Auburn. We are actually. That's where we're heading.
We are heading that way. Patricia says have a great vacation, safe travels. God bless.
Thank you.
Bill says Gastonia's getting a Whataburger. Looks about ready.
Hickory's getting one
which
too.
is close to us. So yeah, we need to check on that. Mr. Pickney, good evening.
Good evening.
Let's see. Bobby Livingsworth says hi. Hi. Days Gone says, where are you headed? We are headed to Destin, Florida. And Bobby Livingsworth says, do you remember me?
I do remember the name. Have we met? I've seen your...
Give us a little bit more here.
Yeah, I have seen you comment several times that your name is familiar. I'm not sure if we've actually met or not.
How many days do you get to stay? So we're staying 3 nights. We got to come home Sunday.
We're staying in Montgomery, Alabama tonight, and then going on in tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Leaving Sunday morning. It's going to stop by a preacher friend of ours who pastored in the area. Going to stop by his church for Resurrection Sunday. We wouldn't even be out of our home church on Resurrection Sunday weekend, except that our church has an annual youth rally every year where people come from a lot of different states. That's next weekend, and we only had these 2 weekends to go, so we opted for this one to be back at church next week.
Yeah.
But we are going to be taking his services there Sunday morning and then driving home.
David Jones says, review some good seafood and steak. I know for sure seafood.
Seafood for sure. Probably
we're
not,
going to be at the beach.
Yeah, probably not steak this trip, but there will be a lot of seafood, I promise you that.
So Ari loves to invest in travel, says the traffic should move pretty good once you get past downtown. Love to meet you guys if you're able to stop in Newman, about 30 miles south of Atlanta on 85.
Maybe, how does Sunday afternoon look on that?
Private message us
Yeah.
or email us.
Yeah.
And then Eddie, hey y'all, how are y'all doing today? We're good.
Eddie.
Thompson.
Okay.
And then Kyla, did you buy a timeshare? No.
No.
And that's probably something we will not do
we don't
just
intend to.
because we travel with pets and they are not pet friendly.
Right.
So there's no point in us doing that.
Yeah. They called us, begged us to do it.
Well, see, we've got a Wyndham credit cards, and we were actually calling about a Wyndham credit card. And at the end, they said, "Can you?" What did they ask? Basically, you listen to this, or or hear our promotion or something. So we did, and we listened to it. We're like, well,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. Wanda says, "Church time. Have a good evening. Have a good evening.
Have a good service tonight."
Let's see. Michael Pardue, be safe and have a great time.
Thank you, Michael.
David Jones, compare the seafood to the Blue Rooster. So,
I'm going to tell you
good.
something. There's a perception that you can only get good seafood at the beach. That Blue Rooster seafood was as good as any I've had at the beach. I've not had a bad thing there yet. They do it right.
Denise Spencer, hey y'all, safe travels. Thank you. Casey says, hey Derek and Shaughnessy, how are you both doing? Have a wonderful time in Florida.
We're
doing
much.
Good. Dennis says, safe travels. God bless.
I better lay off the gas pedal. Y'all are going to see me get pulled over.
We've seen several troopers out on
Yeah, we
their
did too.
radar.
I come across the hill right after we got into Georgia. There's 2 sitting there in the median. I look down and, well, I ain't going to tell you what it said, but I thought I was dead. They didn't move, so been trying to pay better attention since then.
So Bobby says, I can't believe all the places you go to eat. We're blessed to be able to travel and take in a lot of different places.
Yeah, but you got a channel. You gotta keep making videos. Your face, the shadows are on your face.
I know it's very difficult right here because like if I do that, then I can't see nothing.
Okay.
Sorry guys. Kayla says, my husband and I kind of met a few weeks ago on the street in Gatlinburg. You were walking back to your motel.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember where we were at. In Gatlinburg. I remember that.
What month was that?
What was it? Not the last trip.
I'm terrible. Refresh my memory. We were walking back to our room.
Well, yeah, we were just there a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I just can't remember exactly where in town we were, but I do remember that.
David Jones says safe travels.
That sounds terrible.
I know. We're like driving right into it.
Yeah, we're going southwest right now.
Cliff says, hello from Sophia, North Carolina. I enjoy your videos. You make me hungry watching them. Safe travels.
Thank you. That's our dog.
He's getting tired of being on my lap. Laura Clarkson says, stay safe and enjoy.
Thank you.
And Garth B. Nut says, did I hear a dog?
You did?
Here he is, my little tiny friend.
She talks like that to him all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do that. I don't even realize how embarrassing.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. Dwayne says, we ate at Bum Powers in Montgomery, and it was pretty good. It's right off 85.
we're slated to get to Montgomery about 10. Well, it's Central Time Zone there, but probably about 10:30. We are gonna stop at the Buc-ee's in Auburn because I gotta have me one of those 3 meat sandwiches. That'll be my supper.
I don't know what I'll get. It'll be kind of late. Bobby says, Derek, it would be smart not to drive more than 5 miles per hour over the posted limit. There's reasons for speed limits, and also to wear your seatbelt. We got those all.
But yes, thank you. I normally try, but as anybody's mind can wonder, I just got a little faster. This is a rental vehicle. I've never driven it before today, so.
Kayla says, just a few weeks ago, it was later and you were walking back to your motel.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was last trip, because I do remember that. Yeah.
And Rita says something, and I always get some mistypes, I'm not sure. Don't forget the likes. Oh, she's telling everybody, please give us a thumbs up.
Who did Rita? Hughes.
Yeah. And Darlene asks, where y'all going? Right now, we're heading to Destin, Florida. How far away we're almost in Atlanta. About how far?
Oh, yeah, we're not there yet. Probably down 30, 40 miles.
Oh, okay. Smoky Mountain Man, hi, over here.
Going right into this. We're in Brazelton, Georgia right now, right off 85.
Mindy says, I love your dog. It's very cute. I've always wanted one. Thank you. This is Rovier. He'll be 16 at the end of May. It's exciting.
Still doing very well.
Yes, he is. He's becoming more of a snuggly little friend. Let's see, Tony, can't wait to get our Buc-ee's nearby built. A friend of mine brought me a couple bags of beaver nuggets a few weeks ago from Alabama.
Yeah, are they building, I knew they were building one down towards Durham. Are they building one close to you too, or is that maybe the one you're talking about?
Oh, I remember that, Kayla. It says, you were above the village entrance. We were in a gray truck. That's right. You guys were in a truck. I was thinking we were walking, and I was trying to think of someone who stopped us. There is a stop sign right there in front of the motel. You remember that? Yes, yes,
remember that.
Absolutely. I remember that.
Oh, yeah, we were like right at the motel. That's right. And y'all were on that Baskin Street bypass.
Yeah.
Yes,
I do
absolutely.
All right, Donald Bullard. I'm in the fire hall in Rome, Georgia, watching y'all. Fire hall.
So Rome, that's up I-75.
Okay.
So we're a little southeast of you. Yeah, we've been to Rome.
So Wendy says, he's precious. That's what I need. Did y'all come through Gaffney? Yes, we did.
We did.
Yep.
Is that Wendy Logan or no?
Jackson.
Okay. Yep, we came by through Gaffney a while back, the Peach Oil, and I'm going to tell you something right now. You live in Gaffney, first of all. It seems like 85 right there is the land of eternal road construction. It's been going on for like how many years now?
A long time, but it's like once we got past exit 90, it had cleared up the construction.
But we had the hardest time getting through South Carolina today. There was like 4 or 5 separort slowdowns and stops.
It was bad.
We probably lost
But she said yes, she does live there.
Okay, yeah. I love the Peach Oil. Love going by that.
Tony says, yeah, Mebane, North Carolina.
Mebane.
It'll be as close as we can get to for now.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
And then Mr. Pinckney says, when I was a kid, I had a dog who never outgrew that stage. He was part German Shepherds and Siberian Husky.
Oh, wow. Big old dog.
Smoky Mountain Man. Rovier is staring at his daddy. You can tell he loves his daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he does. And Darlene Henderson, safe travels from Lenore. Thank you.
Thank you.
And here's Melody. Hi from Rob and Melody. Have a wonderful, safe trip. Hey, guys.
Looking forward to seeing y'all
Yes,
soon.
we are. And Wendy says, it's been very bad for a very long time. They have had very bad wrecks on 85 through there.
Yeah.
I can see why.
I can see why. And today it seemed like it was worse than usual. That's our normal route to Florida.
Yeah.
But oh goodness, today it was awful. Especially when we got to Greenville. We were just stopped on the interstate for a while.
Yes. Scott says, hey y'all, I'm glad y'all are doing this tonight. My church meets on Thursday night, so I missed your last 2 lives. I'm praying for safe travels.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so yeah, we usually do go live. This is our first Wednesday night live ever. So yeah, if you're supposed to be in church tonight, go to church. You can watch this later.
Yeah, we had a lady, Wanda, earlier.
Yeah.
She says it's church time.
But if you weren't going anyway, or if your church meets on Thursday, welcome. How many is in here now?
106.
Wow. Well, that's not
Be
bad
sure to
at all.
get thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Casey says Robier looks like he does really good when traveling. Our Yorkies settle down after a while but love to travel. Only time they act up is when they want to be held or go to the bathroom. So Robier is always on my lap. So I have a dog bed on my lap. The seat behind me, I've got a bed there, and that's where Renoir lays. Renoir travels.
He travels
So
better, you know,
good.
with it. You have to look around sometimes just to make sure he's still in here.
Because he'll just lay there. Where are you going? Stop it. Tony says, which son was that in y'all's church Sunday? That was our youngest son, Tyler.
Yes, that's the one that's in law enforcement.
He just had a birthday on Monday.
Yeah, 28, it's hardly 28 years old. He's our youngest.
Mr. Pink, you have to drop for a bit. My pizza will be ready for pickup at 7:30. I'll be back. So
Well,
we're having a pizza party.
All right.
I'm excited.
Enjoy us. Enjoy your pizza. Enjoy us too when you get back.
Wendy, Greenville is bad during 5, and I would love to meet y'all one day. Y'all coming through. That would be nice.
We get through that area a couple times a year. We will be coming back through in August on our Siesta Key, Florida. That's where we always go, Siesta Key, Anna Maria Island on the West Coast. This is the first time you've ever been to Destin. I was 18.
Yeah, so it's
So if I was 18, that was good as what, 15 years ago?
not that long.
37 years ago.
Smoky Mountain Man said we served at a local rescue mission tonight as a church, and we are home now.
Oh, great.
And Bobby says your channel has blown up a little bit from doing all these food reviews. I guess blown up means it's grown. So
I don't know.
Ted and Tina's Adventures. We're just tuning in. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing good.
We've
Hope
always
you guys
done
are doing
food
good.
reviews. It's just now that it's getting warmer, we can get back out and do some other things as well besides that.
Tanya says, how's T-Bone? And he's back to him on
T-Bone's fine. Yeah, if anything changes, we'll update on that. But T-Bone's pretty much
Back to
chasing cars
Yeah.
again.
Mr. Reynolds says, if you would say hello to my wife, Marcia, love your channel. Thanks for sharing.
Hello and good evening
Hello.
to Mrs. Reynolds. What's Marcia?
Marcia.
Oh, okay.
Marcia. I started saying it wrong. I'm
Well,
sorry.
good
guys.
evening. Thank you for watching tonight.
I don't know where he's wanting to go.
I don't know.
Now, so you must get a dozen char grilled oysters in Destin from anywhere.
Well, you're the oyster eater, so I'll let you go with
I
that.
don't know if I want to get a dozen of them. Your fur baby is so cute. Thank you. Winnie Jackson, y'all let me know when y'all be coming through and we can meet at Cracker Barrel and eat. Sounds good. We always love Cracker Barrel.
And you know, Daphne, is that right?
Yeah.
We can do that on a Saturday sometime too. I mean, we don't live in maybe a little over an hour from Gaffney, so anytime you want to do that, if we're going to be around, we can come down and meet up with you there. That'd be great, because we like to go to Hamrick's sometimes too.
I do, yeah.
And that's right there at it. So.
Yeah. So J Pup, I live near Destin and Milton. You have to go to McGuire's. Skip anything else. It's far better. The far best restaurant. The ribeye and everything else is amazing. Tanya says happy to hear T-Bone is better.
Yes, doing much better. Thank you. What's that? Oh yeah, this rental vehicle. I want a vehicle I can drive, not one that tells me how. If I take a hand off the steering wheel, yeah, we're going to have to do this with our dog. He's got a little bit of a bad attitude. If I take a hand off the steering wheel for any length of time, it tells me to put my hands back on the wheel. Once both hands on the wheel, it gives a lot of orders. It tells me to stay in the lane, which I usually do anyway.
Maybe he was thirsty. He's drinking water now.
Okay, I guess that's what he wanted. He's
Tony-
not a dog you can tell no.
Tony says, what vehicle did y'all rent this time? Well, we're not happy with
One
it.
we're not happy with. It's supposed to be a mid-size SUV, Nissan Rogue or similar is what it said. We got a little Jeep Renegade.
Was that what this a Renegade?
Yeah, this is this should be in the subcompact category for SUVs. the back space, we had to leave stuff that we wanted to bring, like our
I didn't get to
floor.
bring my beach chair. I got a folding chair.
It's flat. But
Well, I didn't know where to put it.
this thing's way
We're
down on
stacked
space
up
compared to
high.
what we're used to having. So.
Yeah, so we're not happy. Renegade. What was I thinking? Compass.
No, she offered me a compass, but said I'd have to wait to get it clean. It was a little
Oh,
bigger.
maybe that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lisa Harper. We are going to Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee at the end of June. Haven't been there since 1992. Our time off together is limited, but we always squeeze in a weekend trip for our anniversary. Oh,
Right.
happy early anniversary for the
Yeah.
end of June.
And Bristol's a nice area.
Hi to Kim. Hope you're doing good. Kim sends her love. We love you too.
Kim,
Me.
okay. Yeah, good evening, Kim.
Yeah.
Hope you are well.
Dan C says, how you get there safe. Hope you get there safely. The
Thank
Jeep
you.
Renegade is tiny. Yes, it's
Oh,
tiny.
yeah.
We are so
There is actually a compact SUV category on Enterprise's side. That's where this belongs.
Yeah.
This is not. We've had mid-size before, and this is not even close. Mid-drive's okay, but yeah, just the space is not good at all.
Yeah. So Jay Pup, who lives in the Destin area, says Fat Clemenzine's at Miramar Beach for pizza and Italian. Merlin's for an option.
I wish we had more than 3 nights to try a lot of these places, but I know for a fact.
Beauchamp's for seafood.
I know Dewey Destin's on Friday, and I know we're Pompano Joe's at least once because it's right on the beach.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of open for, Saturday.
Yeah. Tony would love to see the Braves play live this fall in Bristol at the racetrack.
I think they finally won a couple of games, didn't they?
Do they play at the racetrack? in
Oh,
Bristol?
now that I don't know. They may have.
So, Shaysha, love your videos. Sharon from Granite Falls. Hey, from hometown Granite Falls. So Dwayne says, my wife tried to go to Freshburger and Cherokee last week and didn't make this trip. Can't wait to try it.
Oh, I'm telling you something. That when we first went there, we didn't know what to think. It was obviously an old Dairy Queen building, and it had just opened. But I'm gonna tell you, I'd put that up there with any burger I've had in a long time. It's fresh, never frozen.
It was good.
Yeah. And
Your
he's gonna
fries
be
were
making
good.
improvements on it too, as far as like putting outside seating in. It's beautiful right there on the Oconomowoc River.
Yeah. Look at his backpack.
Huh?
His backpack looks
Oh, I actually thought that was his wife. The guy on a motorcycle just passed us, and he's got a backpack. I thought it was somebody hunched over with their arms around him. When he paid attention.
He's trying to hide our stuff with my pillow.
Wow, we got nothing top secret back there.
No, it just looks junky.
It does that.
Alright, let's see.
That sun is. I wasn't even thinking about the sun. We did
I
this.
know. So Diamond Backy says, Dad had a motel in Destin from the 50s to the 70s. Great fishing. Had a 63-foot Hatteras at Kelly's Dock by the bridge. It's all high-risers where it used to be on the beach. The Spyglass Inn.
I don't even remember where we stayed when I went in 18. We rented a house right there on the beach where the Winn-Dixie is. You just kind of cut down a street across from there. And I'm going to see if I can spot it, but I don't know if I'd even remember it or not. It's been a long time. But I do remember it was a good place to fish. I intend to go out on the pier maybe Saturday morning. Okaloosa Island Pier.
So J Pup says, Dewey Destin is good. The one on the water is best for atmosphere. There are two. Both are good. Yeah, we're going to the one on the
That is the
water.
one we're going to be going to right there before the bridge.
Yeah. And he also said, Pompanos isn't my taste, but a lot of people like it. That's a great place to park for a beach day. Go early.
Yeah. It looks very beachy, and the reviews we've watched, people seem to like it. They got a good selection. So, all of this is new to us. So
Yeah.
we've been trying to learn from some other YouTubers, honestly, what they recommended, what they, by the way, are David, Cindy, Carly, are y'all still in here? I want to ask y'all something real quick.
Well, while we're waiting
If
for them
not,
to
we can message
answer.
them later.
Tony said that motorcycle rider may have left her on purpose at Buc-ee's. Laugh out loud.
They may have. I don't know.
And Mr. Reynolds says, Marcia, loves Anna Maria Island. Also,
Oh, we do too.
McGuire's is a superb restaurant. They have a bowl of famous bean soup for about 15 cents per bowl.
15 cents per bowl.
15 cents per bowl. It's a special recipe from the U.S. Congress. I'm serious.
Wow, 15 cents a bowl.
So the VA Fun Seekers, they're supposed to be building a Buc-ee's in Destin. It'll be the first Buc-ee's on the beach.
So they are still in here.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just said we are. So Jay Pup said Destin is my favorite place in the world. That's why I moved here. I love it more than ever now. That's nice.
I want to ask y'all, I think we asked you this before, I don't remember the answer, but when y'all went to that Skipper's in Destin, I'm going to have to try that steamed shrimp, and I want it to be exactly like y'all's was. There's three spices they list there on the menu. Do y'all remember if you got a combination of spices, or was it just one? 'Cause it looked like you had a Cajun. Did it not look like kind of a Cajun spicy look?
Yeah, it was like a reddish color.
If y'all happen to remember how y'all got that, I would be interested.
So Boxel says, saw you at the lot near Granite Walmart earlier today. Oh. Wait, hold on. How would you recognize did you see him in the truck? Because we're in this red Jeep.
You could have seen our face.
That's true.
But I came home for what time? I saw what time was it, because I could have been leaving work.
Yeah.
I work right down below that.
Yeah. Danielle says, we haven't been to Destin, but we have been to Orlando. We've been to Magic Kingdom, Disney. Have you ever been to any of the Disney parks? And have you ever been to Sicky's to eat in Orlando?
Well, let me answer the first part of that. We have been to Disney, but it's been a long time. We haven't since our boys have been grown.
Yeah.
But we've been to all of them except Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
We've not been to Sicky's, but our son did, and I kind of made fun of him because of the name. I said, well, did you get Sicky? But yeah, I remember he and his wife went there. But we have not tried it.
Foxel says, I thought that was y'all. It was your Jeep. Saw him driving. I was right beside y'all. So you saw us in our little tiny rental vehicle.
The red one, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a little cube.
Yeah. It's telling him to put his hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, that beep, I'm being instructed how to drive. I mean, that's happened for years, even before cars started doing it. But
so, VA Fun Seeker says we got Old Bay.
Just Old Bay, that was it.
Because they had a 3 seasoning.
They did, and they had one of them seemed like it was Cajun, or I can't remember. So that was just Old Bay. Okay, I know we asked you that before. But
and Tony says Harris Teeter has a Congress bean soup in a can.
We don't have a Harris Teeter. Is there even one in Hickory anymore?
No, because I think
it used to be out there
closed.
towards Publix, but I don't even think Hickory has one.
Daniel says Sicky's is actually so good. Some of the best burgers. Y'all gotta try it sometime.
I'll have to ask Tyler what he thought of it, because I know he said, I just thought the name was funny, because he said we ate at Sicky's. I said, well, did you get Sicky? But I'll have to ask them about that. We're in Orlando a couple of times. Well, I should say every couple of years.
We go through Orlando every year.
But we've been doing a lot more as far as staying there. We're really liking International Drive a lot.
Yeah.
Orlando's probably the greatest family destination we've been to.
Mm-hmm.
As far as just something to do every day. So much to offer. Orlando is just, and I find it to be pretty reasonable. As far as the rooms there, I find that to be pretty reasonable compared to some places we've been.
Tony says, can you swap out rental vehicles while you're in Florida? Yeah, but they
probably not. Well, can we?
I don't know, but they probably be an upcharge. I don't know. We got our stuff in here, rather than
we had
taking time out of our.
We had to leave our cooler. There's Stone Mountain. We're seeing Stone Mountain now.
Oh yeah.
First time we ever went to Stone Mountain back in 2004. We're sitting out there waiting for the laser show, and Chauncey says, you know what's so neat about that mountain? It's there. And I said, yeah, it's definitely there.
What I meant was, it's like nothing around. You think you can see rock formation and stuff. You don't. It's just off this big rock just sticking out.
It's just everything else is flat, then there's just one big
No, it's just
mass.
It's just there.
I'm really going to have to pay attention now, so you're going to have to.
Yeah, so just listen. The VA Fun Seekers, I'm sure any of it would be good.
I just what y'all had looked superb.
Yeah, he's watched that a couple of times and thought, I want that.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Edwards says, be careful talking about the driving directions before GPS. way to Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're only going as far as Montgomery tonight, Alabama, and we're just going to stay. For old time's sake, we're going to stay at a motel that I was actually stranded in Montgomery as a teenager. Had to spend the night there waiting on my dad to come get me. So I told her I wanted to relive that moment. Yeah, that's how far we're hoping to get tonight. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to shoot right through and not get off at Spaghetti Junction bypass. I'm going to try to go through. It's 7:30. Surely to goodness it's clear.
I've not been paying attention. I always try to be an extra set of eyes and stuff like that. So we're at exit 104. So we've not been to the mall yet, have we?
We just passed, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did. We
Sugarloaf,
did.
just passed that.
I didn't even see it.
That's where you first see Stone Mountain breaking.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying.
We should have turned it around and let everybody see Stone Mountain. Can't see it now.
Sorry, guys.
I wish that sun would go down.
So Christina says Stone Mountain is full of gangs now. Oh, really?
Really?
It's been a while. We keep talking about wanting to go back.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the laser show they did years ago. I've heard they've changed it all now. I'd kind of like to know what they changed it to before we do it. But we kind of thought about maybe taking an Atlanta weekend sometime in the near future.
And Eric says, where y'all going now? We're heading to Destin, Florida. That's where we're going to be spending the weekend. Danielle, what's some restaurants y'all recommend on International Drive? We may eat at Bahama Breeze when we go in December.
That's the one I would recommend right
We
there.
watched the food review you all did, and it looked good.
If you want the best steak that I've ever put in my mouth, or at least in the last 15 years, it's called Delmonico's Italian Steakhouse. It's on International Drive, and it's not far from the entrance of SeaWorld.
It's so good. Very good.
I cannot tell. Watch our review on that. I cannot brag on that steak enough.
Mr. Pinkney's back with pizza, everybody. So everybody get in line.
Sounds good.
And Christina says, I miss Atlanta. I love that skyline. Atlanta's got a beautiful skyline, especially at night.
We'll show it to you here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We're still probably 15, 16 miles out. But, yeah, those are the two. Bahama Breeze.
Where have we all eaten? What was that one place we went for lunch? The steak place. What was that called?
Was that the Angus? Black Angus?
Black Angus. They had a pretty good lunch special. I got a prime rib for what?
They have a good lunch special, but I think it's a lower quality steak than what you would get if you.
The prime rib was good.
Yeah. It was not bad.
Let's see, Tanya said, I think it's smart doing a live while driving. I'm sure it helps pass the time.
It does.
That's what we were thinking too. And we just want to say hey to everybody.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a live. What, a month probably.
Probably. And Joe says hello from Dayton, Ohio.
Hello and Dayton.
Hello. So Christina says, in Atlanta, go to Big Daddy's Barbecue.
Well, give us some suggestions on that, because we're not going to stop tonight because we just need to get to our motel, but we are going to be doing an Atlanta weekend, hopefully this calendar year.
Yeah.
I don't know that for a fact, but.
So if you got like an address and stuff, like email it to us or something, that way we can have a little. I actually bought a notebook the other day. I got it packed somewhere in here. Because when me and him are talking to, about places, it's like, well, where do you want to eat? What do you want to do? It's like we'll come up with ideas and then we'll forget about them. Like when we go to Gatlinburg, it's like, where do you want to eat? I don't know. And there's so many places, so. Like even we were talking about on our North Myrtle Beach trip coming up in May. We got one restaurant for sure that we're going to. Well, two for sure.
One of them was influenced by our friends from the north who just went there.
Then the other one I found is kind of like the Yummy Crab.
Yeah, remember that one in Charlotte we went to where they bring the seafood out in bags? She found one of those in North Myrtle.
Yeah, I found one of those. So we know we're going to those two. Which, let me say this. I found seafood boil in a bag at Food Line. So if you got Food Lines around.
And those wasn't bad.
It's got the potatoes. It had, was it 2 ears of corn?
3. I think I had 3.
Oh, I had 2.
Maybe.
It had mussels and shrimp. What else? And sausage. And then it gives you a little packet of seasoning. And basically you just boil water, pour it in there.
and a lot of potatoes.
It's so good. For like $10 a bag.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like what you're going to get in a restaurant, but for something quick and out of the freezer, it was not
And
bad.
I made the butter sauce to put the rest of the seasoning, because you boil it in the seasoning and save some for the afterwards. So that was good. Okay. Cynthia, I used to live in Atlanta. Went to Stone Mountain every weekend. Sorry it got gains now.
Look up there. Looks like we're going to hit some slow down traffic.
Well, yeah, it's mostly leaving the city, hopefully.
No, but I'm saying it looks like it is up here too.
Yeah, thickening up. I can't see distance. I have to put my glasses on.
We got 6 lanes right here. One's the HOV lane, I guess, but is that what they call that? The HOV lane?
Yeah.
And then 5 lanes. Every one of them's full right now.
So Dwayne says Chuck's in North Myrtle for sure. Is that the name of the restaurant, Chuck's?
That's a steakhouse, I think.
Is it? Okay. And Christina says, I lived in Atlanta for 10 years, just moved to Charlotte. I will load you up on suggestions for Atlanta food. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
our son lives in Charlotte. Our oldest son does.
And Andy C says, hello from Middletown, Ohio.
Good evening.
Melody says, I recommend Marietta Diner in Atlanta. Great variety, and desserts are so big. All was very reasonable. Yeah, they're in here.
Yeah, I know they're in here, but they're in California. When were y'all in Atlanta? Was that the last time y'all came
That's
out?
what I was going to say. They were in
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Because they went to that Thai Cobb.
That's right, yeah.
And Joe Reese says, my wife and I love Ray's on the River high-end restaurant in Atlanta. Ray's on the River. Okay.
Got a lot of suggestions. Yeah, we
See,
don't
if I
know.
had my notebook, I could be writing it down.
Yeah, we don't know what weekend yet it's going to be, but we were talking about that last year, doing an Atlanta weekend. And we just haven't made it back yet, but we need to. There's several things I want to do. I want to go to the College Football Hall of Fame.
World of Coke.
The aquarium.
World of Coke.
The aquarium. She thinks Coke is medicine.
Anytime I'm sick, I have to
Coke will make you need medicine, but it's not medicine. But anyway.
Growing up, and I don't know if any of y'all remember this, my mom had a little bottle, and it was Coca-Cola syrup medicine. I can't remember much about it, but I remember it had the little red label, and it said Coca-Cola syrup, whatever. And she'd give it to us when we were sick. And so I think that put it in my mind that I need a Coke when I'm sick. And I always picture, too, the fizz. You know, Coke is kind of acidic, I guess, to say. That's what he always says, it eats your enamel off your teeth. But I always picture eating the germs when I'm sick, so it's a mental thing, too.
If you drop a nail in there, it'll dissolve it within an hour.
What was the name of the book of the guy? Louis Pasteur or whatever. Remember the little book where he...
The guy that invented the vaccine.
There was a book, I wish I could remember the name of the book, but it showed him inventing it, and it showed the needle with the germs in it, the antibiotics or whatever. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or I just sound like I'm rambling like I don't know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've got it at home. I didn't show it to you. Very interesting for a child, but that's what I always think of Coke. It's putting the little antibodies inside of me to fight off the germs.
I doubt that's what it's doing.
Sorry guys for that.
All right, it's do or die time. Do we get on Spaghetti Junction here and do the bypass, or just shoot on through?
Can I twist this around some?
Those of you that live here, what would you do right now? 7:45 in the evening, Wednesday evening.
Can y'all see
I don't like bypassing Atlanta.
the traffic that we're getting into?
Yeah, at least we're moving. We're still moving at 69 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, we are.
Let them see Spaghetti Junction.
Yeah.
It's a sight to behold. Looks like traffic is about stopped up there on top of that overpass.
Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at it. Real slow.
I
coming
think
down.
we're just going to stay where we are. This is like one of my favorite big cities. I'm not a city person, but I have always liked Atlanta. The sun's finally giving us a break now.
Yeah, it's not right in our face.
But this cluster of roads you see, that is what's called Spaghetti Junction.
So Andy C says, my mom gave the Coke syrup to me. So I'm not the only person, so somebody else remembers that. I'm so glad. See the vehicles up on that bridge? I'd hate to be stuck up there on top.
Yeah. All right.
so here I will turn it back around. There we are. All right, so let me go back and catch up on callers.
How many is in here?
Excuse me, 119.
We appreciate every one of you.
Yes, we do. All right. Mr. Pinckney said that bean soup at Harris Teeter's was from the recipe of the former Dominique's restaurant in D.C. A copy of the soup of the U.S. Senate dining room.
Wow.
Deborah Mull, hi from Claremont, North Carolina. Kind of jealous because I'm not heading down the road towards Florida. It's a ride going there. I guess that's why it's called a trip. Have tons of fun.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Pinckney says, Derek, watch out for roadside velocity tax assessors.
Oh,
I think that's what he means. So, Negrita.
Yeah, we've seen several. One of them, after the two I mentioned earlier, he had the gun pointed, not the gun, the radar. Gun pointed right at everybody coming down there. At that time, I wasn't even doing the speed limit. I was actually under it, so didn't have to worry about that one.
Negrita 2020. Hello, I like your blogs. I'm a new subscriber.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and welcome.
Where are you from? You don't mind sharing. We had somebody yesterday comment they were from Brazil. Is that what it said, Brazil?
Brazil, yeah.
And of course, we got our friend in Sydney, Australia now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of neat to think that people across the world see you.
We've had somebody from Iceland before.
Was it Greenland or Iceland?
Are they the same thing? Melody says, you're right. Went last October.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see. Derek Sanders says, have a safe and fun trip.
Thank you.
Mary Ann says, definitely remember the Coke syrup for being sick. What was the brand of the medicine? If anybody remembers that would be great. Or was it Coke?
You still need your Sunrise.
David Brown, hey you two, get some rest soon. Where are y'all headed to and staying at for the evening?
We are staying in Montgomery, Alabama. We're going to make a quick stop at Buc-ee's in Auburn. And then another 50 miles we'll be at our motel. Hoping by 10 o'clock Central Time.
And then tomorrow to Destin.
We do gain an hour tonight. Of course, remember, we lose it coming home Sunday.
Yeah, it's true. Christina says, you can get the tour package in Atlanta. It will take you to all of that. I have seen something, because it seemed like I was looking at that when we went to Centennial Park.
Yeah.
Sarah, do your puppies ride in a crate? No. Rovier's always on my lap, and Renoir's in the bed in the seat behind
They
us.
probably, honestly, for safety reasons, should be restrained. Renoir would be okay if we had to, because he just sit back and see. But
Rovier's looking up his seatbelt. Joe says the traffic is crazy in Atlanta. Sarah says we usually just get through.
Right now, we're moving good. I think so far this was the right decision.
Joe, Risa, I hope I'm saying that right. The Atlanta Braves are out of town.
That'll help.
Traffic.
That'll help.
Lee Shepherd, our son and daughter-in-law went to.
I start saying nut, but I'm not gonna call people names.
He's flying.
Yeah, he's zigzagging in and out of traffic. He's gonna cause a wreck. I bet he's doing 90.
Do we sit closer now?
I don't know. I'm not watching the screen a whole lot.
Yeah, no,
I'm
sorry.
so
I don't know how I did that. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, you don't want to see that. I zoomed way up. Louise says our son and daughter-in-law went to Destin a few years ago, and they sent me a video from the hotel they were staying at. The video had a panoramic view of the room and ocean. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. We're not going to be right on the beach again because of our pets. We didn't get to stay at the Wyndham Resort. So they put us in one of their properties, the La Quinta. But it looks very nice. It actually looks really, really modern.
Yeah, it looks nice. Where y'all heading to now? We're heading to Destin, Florida. And Foxel says, have a safe trip. God bless. Thank you. I miss Florida. We usually go to Orlando.
Oh, yeah. We were in Orlando in December and spent several nights there.
And Marianne says, it was Coke syrup. Pharmacy filled the jar. Maybe that's, I don't remember the pharmacy.
We're going to get you some Coke. They still make it.
They still make it. I need some.
That way I won't have to go to the store and get a Coke every time you go to stop and take.
It's got to be a fountain Coke. It can't be a bottle of Coke. It's got to be a fountain. McDonald's is the best if you're going to get a fountain. Joe says Buc-ee's is fantastic. Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Buc-ee's Georgia shirt on, so we're going to be at Buc-ee's Alabama. How many states now has that made that we've been to a Buc-ee's? Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Texas, two of them Texas and Colorado, Kentucky.
Is that it?
I think that is it, yeah.
So I don't have a shirt from the one in Kentucky. I should have got one. I need one from Tennessee. I got one from Texas, Georgia, Florida, Colorado.
Yeah.
So we gotta go back to the one in Kentucky, Tennessee, something. David Brown says, okay, be careful on the road and don't get too tired driving.
Thank
with
you.
the recent videos. Appreciate that. So, Coke medicine actually had cocaine, the drug, in it.
Yeah, I have heard that.
I've not heard that. It said like Coke syrup, like
You don't seem to be addicted to it, so I'd say that's probably true.
Mike's Roadside Attractions and Lottery Scratcher. Hey, good to have you. Mr. Pinkney, amen on Buc-ee's. That's one going in soon down in Virginia. That will not be unreasonable drive for me.
What's the town in Virginia that's going to be coming to?
Sheila says, hello, safe travels.
Florida driver about to merge into. If you're from Florida, no offense, just not about merged over there.
Bobby wants to know, are you going to ride any e-bikes there?
We didn't.
No, because there's
Get 'em in
nowhere to
this
put them in this
little
tiny
icebox.
little thing.
Yeah.
He asked me last night, we were kind of packing stuff up. He's like, are you going to take a bike if we've got room? I said, no. I said, we're not going to have time to ride bikes. I'm glad I didn't say yes.
Yeah. No doubt.
And Denise says, don't you know this, but we're supposed to go with you. We love this.
Well, come on.
We could have fit you in here.
Yeah.
Could have just put stuff on the top.
Tied you to the top. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Reynolds says, my wife pronounces her name Marcia. I'm sorry, Marcia.
Here we go. Stop. Traffic stopping.
Bunch of brake lights.
Yep.
Hey y'all, I highly recommend McGuire's if you get a chance for a restaurant review. You will love it. The bean soup is actually 18 cents per bottle.
Is that the one in Destin?
Yeah. And Mike's Roadside Attractions and Lottery Scratcher. Where y'all heading? We're heading to Destin, Florida. Stopping in Montgomery tonight. But we'll be there through Sunday.
And we are stopped.
Foxel says we should be getting a Buc-ee's in North Carolina sometime. I think near Charlotte area.
It's actually up in Mebane, which is near Durham. That's about a 2-hour plus drive for us.
We'll go eventually.
I haven't heard of one coming to Charlotte, and they might be.
So the VA say exit 240 Bridgewater, Virginia.
Bridgewater. Okay. We say exit 240. What interstate?
What interstate, guys?
Well, let's see. 64 run east to west. What run? 81. I'm gonna guess 81. That's about the only one that has 200 some miles. It'd be 81, wouldn't it? I would think, or maybe 64.
And then Aaron says, no offense to the Florida driver remark. We Florida folk are from everywhere. Haha. We would say that about
I was
everybody.
told to behave before we got on live stream because we've had a lot of traffic slowdowns. You ever have these slowdowns? It's one thing if you can see road construction, or you can see the road narrowing, or there's a wreck. But you ever just drive for 20 minutes, almost stop, then all of a sudden it just starts going? You can't. There's no visible reason why. We've had like 3 of those today, and I haven't done well with them.
It was funny because after we got through South Carolina, and he was a little tense, but he's sitting there on both of his hands are on the steering wheel like this, and he's just.
What are you going to tell?
Well, what you told me. And I said, are you okay? Are you having a stretch? I says, are you tired? He said, no, I'm just wired from all that driving or stopping to go over and watch them. You were wired was the word he used.
Yeah, you'll start to move, get up to about 30, 35, then all the lights in front of you turn red again.
Walk with God, hey there from South Carolina. Jennifer says Interstate 81.
Yeah.
Christina, there's a Buc-ee's in Warner Robins, Georgia.
That was the first, well.
Yes, we've been there.
Georgia. Warner Robins. That's actually one of our favorite ones.
Yeah, very nice.
It was our first one.
Yeah. We went that day and we were doing a video, and it was so funny because we both bought stuff. Or no, maybe, I don't remember. But anyway, I'm showing on the video everything I bought. You can see his face. He's just watching me.
Watch that review. Search our channel, 3 Buc-ee's in a week. We started Warner Robins, then Daytona Beach, and then St. Augustine. She's just pulling stuff out of the bag that I didn't even know she bought. I've asked her, I said, do we still have money to go to Florida on?
I got snacks,
That was
t-shirts.
Warner Robins, yeah.
Yeah.
She was excited, like a kid in the candy. Well,
Yeah,
you pretty much were a kid in the candy store that night. Yeah, but that's the only Buc-ee shirt I own is the one from Warner Robins.
It's a crime to go through Montgomery and not eat at Dreamland Barbecue.
Well, I guess I'll be
closed.
committing a crime. Yeah, because it's closed. It'll be closed by the time we get there. We're leaving out early in the morning.
And Bobby says, do you know why Buc-ee's is so special?
Okay, this is a... Well, I'm going to say... Remember the guy just quizzed us on that in Waynesville today? That was the clean bathrooms.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's a one-stop for everything.
Yeah, it is.
Really reasonably priced gas. Cheapest bags of ice anywhere.
They usually have plenty of chocolate and strawberry milk. We like to stock up on.
I thought the brisket sandwich was really good until I started getting the 3-meat sandwich. That's brisket, I guess pulled pork, or is it turkey? I don't know. And then the sausage. That sandwich there, I can taste it now. We're still a ways away. But I wouldn't get the chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich is not much good.
Connie says, have a safe trip, mate. Enjoy making more memories. Good night. Good night, Tom.
Good night. Thank you for being in here.
Christina says, I'm from Warner Robins. Okay.
Right. Nice.
All right.
Again, that's our first Buc-ee's. We stop there every year on our Siesta Key trip now. We've been in that one probably, what, 4 or 5 times.
Oh, now. Yeah. It's very nice. And Aaron says, we're minutes from the Daytona Buc-ee's.
Wow.
Now, that's the one that was so super crowded.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
Was that Christmas?
That was Christmas, yes.
It was, we're like, just use the bathroom, get gas,
we had
let's
left
go.
Orlando, yeah. We had to park like all the way at the other end just to find a spot.
Yeah, it was bad. Gas? Did we get gas there? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember if we did or not.
But I like that Buc-ee's, so I really do.
So RJP762, evening kids from Kentucky, safe travels. Good evening. So yeah,
I'm starting to think we should have done the 285 now. We're moving along at 12 miles an hour right now.
CLB joystick. Have you been to the Buc-ee's in Calhoun, Georgia?
That we have not been to that one yet. We usually don't get to that part of Georgia up off 75. It's been years, but we have not been to that one yet. I think those are the only 2 in the state. My opinion, well, I started to say there should be one down around Brunswick, but you got the one in St. Augustine, which is not that far away.
Didn't we hear those said about building one in Brunswick?
Are they? I would think maybe around
that?
Savannah. That's where, if it was me. But Brunswick is really close to St. Augustine.
We just heard that somewhere. I mean, within the last week or 2.
It would have been Jeff and Teresa. They live.
No, they didn't tell us, but it was something we heard because we were like, why would they put one in Brunswick?
Yeah, just because.
Not sure.
Yeah, just because the one in St. Augustine's so close.
And Roger said, isn't Destin near Pensacola Naval Base?
Yeah, not far. Maybe half an hour, 40 minutes east of that.
Casey says, I love Buc-ee's. The peach muffin is amazing.
I actually got
that.
I got that
Yeah, I thought you did.
for breakfast one morning. So
Janet says, hello from Louisville, Kentucky. I like to go to Destin and Panama City. Have y'all been? This is my first time.
I've been to Destin when I was 18.
Okay, yeah.
That's been a few years. I went with family. I'm not going to, I'll be honest with you, I was a little childish then. I was kind of a wet blanket that trip. We went with my dad and stepmom and then my cousin's family, my dad's brother and his wife and their kids. And we always went to Siesta Key. I thought you were supposed to go to Siesta Key every single year. Everybody else voted to go to Destin, and I kind of got outvoted, and I wasn't very cooperative with everybody that trip. I wasn't real off the Okaloosa Pier. We did pretty good that morning, so I think I kind of lightened up a little bit then. All right, turn around and everybody see what we're in right now. Coming into downtown Atlanta with slow moving traffic.
Sorry, it's a little crooked.
Yeah. But we're moving along. We're doing 13 now.
All right, let's see. So CLB joystick. Traffic will open in a couple miles under I-20.
Yeah. I hope so. I think you're right, though. It should.
So, hey guys, born and raised in South Florida here. Purchased a home and moving with my wife and son to Lenore next Sunday.
Wow.
I'm watching your videos to prepare. Have a good trip. Oh, hey, email us and maybe we can meet up or something like that. If you guys are going to be so local.
Lenore's just 10 miles up the road from us.
What part of South Florida? Yeah, that's nice.
If you're moving from South Florida to Lenore, you are in for a culture change big time. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Christina, I went back to Warner Robins and my niece said we got a Buc-ee's in. I said, okay. Tony says, have y'all considered putting a big removable NCMemoryMakers sticker on your rental while y'all travel?
We got a magnet. I have one on the back of my truck. No, it's on the van.
It's on the van. It's not huge.
We only have one. We should.
We need something better. I need to get some stickers. I do some cards. Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff I need to do. I just didn't think to take the magnet off today and slap it on this. Josh Lau, howdy. I'm from Granite Falls myself, right in the edge of Bethlehem. Glad to see y'all out and about. God bless you.
Yeah, good. Okay. Thank you for being in here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And VA Fun Seekers, update. After 3 complete innings in the Bronx, the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. For our pizza party, we now have, we're watching baseball on the side, apparently.
I don't blame him. David's a big Yankees fan, so.
So Carol Brown says they are building a Buc-ee's in Brunswick. It's not open yet. Went by it a couple of weeks ago. Seemed like when we were coming back at Christmas, we saw that they were building or clearing out land or something.
That's just odd to me to have two in that close proximity to each other. But
and CLB says wave at the varsity. I know, that's what I was thinking.
If we ever get to it.
We got how close are we?
I can't even see it yet. I think it's exit 249 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't see the sign. So Mr. Pinckney reminds me of Boss Angeles. Kathy says, happy Easter to you and your family. Loves and hugs. Thank you.
Thank you so
Hope
much.
You have a great one as well. Let's see.
Would y'all rather watch the city or us? We can flip it back around if you want us to.
Roger says, Atlantic traffic is notorious. How do you stay patient? We're live.
Yes, we're live. Going live helps with that a lot.
And it too, it's like when you're talking, it helps too. You know, you're busy in your mind and your thoughts and chatting.
I am in one of my favorite big cities, and I'm not a big city person, but Atlanta holds a lot of memories for me. Going to Braves games and stuff, and just taking trips down to Florida, and always coming through here. I know this stretch of interstate I probably know Atlanta's because I do Charlotte, to be honest with you. So that's one thing. I like Atlanta, but I would prefer to be moving.
Mike's roadside attractions and lottery scratches. Y'all be careful. Mr. Pinckney said, have a blessed Easter. Going to try to go to the sunrise service this year. I think I've been to 1 or 2 sunrise services in my life. The sunrise service is a little difficult for me.
Our church has them. It's just, it's a matter of getting up
now,
and
when
getting
you
there.
were pastoring, we went to them because you
I had
to
to preach
service.
Yeah.
So the Van Dams 82, they're from Fort Lauderdale. We are moving purposely for the culture shock. They want the culture shock.
Fort Lauderdale is a place I want to get back to for one reason. It's called the Rustic Inn.
Oh, their mother-in-law has lived in Lenore 20 years. We've been to Lenore quite a few times.
Okay, so you're familiar.
My mother-in-law lives in Lenore.
Your mother-in-law was born in Lenore.
Yeah.
So I've always had a dream, and one of these days, I don't know if you can see the cylinder-shaped building straight ahead of us. That is the Peachtree Plaza. I want to stay there sometime in my life.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about it.
They have a restaurant at the top of it. It used to rotate so you could see the city, and a tragedy occurred there, so now it no longer rotates.
Yeah.
A little boy got his arm caught, and somehow.
So Josh Lale, the one who lives near Bethlehem, said, look for the SCAD building. We built it.
SC.
Where's it at?
Where should we be looking?
Yeah. So So, Josh, yeah, let us know where that building's at so we can kind of be trying to look for it.
We're just now getting into downtown. There's NCR building.
Let's see.
There's Truist.
And Bobby asked, why are the roads so busy at this hour?
That's a very good question. I took a gamble, and I mean, maybe 285 would have been bad too. I don't know, but I took a gamble.
They said they live down the street from the Rustic Inn.
Well, that I know that's primarily a seafood place, but if
We've already passed it.
if you look at their menu, we've already passed the building here.
Yeah. Oh.
If you look at their menu, they advertise the best ribs anywhere. They did not lie. The best ribs I've ever put in my mouth were not from a barbecue place. They were from the Rustic Inn. And if I ever get back there, all right. Who asked about the varsity earlier?
Oh yeah, here comes
we're
the
coming
varsity.
up on it on the left. If you can see the red V.
The SCAD building. We're gonna have to look that up because we've already passed it. They said so. We'll have to. Sorry about that. I wish we'd have known ahead of time.
So whoever was asking about the varsity, you should be seeing that to your left now. And then once we get through here, we'll flip it back around on us. I love the varsity. Love the hot dogs.
Pies.
Love the vibe. The peach pies are outstanding, yeah.
And they have great Coke
I think it's a sin to go to the varsity and not get a peach pie.
or a Coke.
You can get a Coke anywhere. Coke
This is Atlanta, though.
Well, I understand. But there's, what did you say the building was? There's Southern Company.
No, they said we've already passed it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
SCAD. If Sarah said it and he said it, so.
Okay, now I have to watch because when we go to Siesta Key, we get on 75 here. We get off 85 and get on 75. And I'm so used to doing that for like 30 some years. I got to remember to stay on 85 this time, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're good for a little bit, though.
Yeah. I don't want to be stuck way over there to the left either because I will have to get off.
Right.
There's the MARTA rail system.
I saw it going through earlier.
All right, you can flip it back around on us now if you want to. That's pretty much.
Or do you want to leave it to the Brave Stadium? Tony says Shaughnessy needs to contact Coca-Cola for sponsorship.
Yeah, no doubt.
Geo Madcap. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So, Melissa says, stop by Hateville Dwarf House if you've never eaten there.
Where's that at?
Is that in Atlanta? And Bobby says, this looks like a big city. It is a huge
It's a
city.
huge city.
Oh, Melissa says, it's the first Chick-fil-A. Is that in Atlanta, though? I'm curious.
I think Chick-fil-A might be. I wouldn't swear to that.
Huh.
All right.
Yes, in Hateville.
Well, you can, yeah. We'll have to do that on an Atlanta weekend. We're mainly trying to get to Montgomery by 10 Central Time tonight. You can flip it back around now if you want to, because that's pretty much all they are to see. Thought y'all might enjoy seeing the drive through the Skyline there.
And all the traffic.
Hopefully it'll start moving now once the two interstates split off.
So Melissa says you're getting close to the exit. So does it say Chick-fil-A on the exit sign, or does it say the Hateville Dwarf House?
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be something to keep in
I'll have
mind
to
for
look
a future
into that.
visit. We are in Atlanta several times a year. We're not going to be able to tonight, but yeah,
that would be something to keep in mind.
send us an email because we've had a lot of recommendations tonight.
Yeah, guys, if you guys have recommended anything in the Atlanta area, email us that NCMemoryMakers1300@gmail.com.
Yeah, and that way we can make a note of some of these.
Wanda's back. Hello.
One of the worst things I wish the Braves had never done. I'm saying that because we're going right past what used to be Turner Field. Turner Field had that deck up in upper left field stands by the Coca-Cola bottle. The most amazing views of downtown Atlanta at night could be had from right there. Where they moved now, you can't even see the city. You're so far north of it, you can't even see it.
Yeah.
I don't care for the new stadium at all. I liked Fulton County Stadium. I liked Turner Field.
Mr. Pinkney says I-20 is the freeway that goes near my farm in South Carolina, and we're just 20's exiting off.
Yeah, we're just now getting ready to go under 20 here. I just want to get over because I'm going to forget to get on 85 if I don't.
Melissa says she'll send it to us. Thank you. Michelle says, hey guys, hope y'all are having a great time and safe travels from your hometown of Granite Falls.
Oh, nice. I'm getting near where it branches off and whatnot. I'm just trying to concentrate.
Just watch the road. It'll have 75 there and 80.
Yeah, well, I know that. I just thought it was right after you got through downtown.
Yeah, no, it's a little ways out.
Okay.
Seemed like last time I was driving, wasn't
Yeah, there's what's left of Turner State University football stadium. I love Turner Field.
I like the big cow that they had up there because it would do the Chick-fil-A cow. It would do the chop. The big Coke bottle.
How many knows who the first Atlanta Brave to hit a home run at the newly opened Turner Field was? I know because I was watching it. I'm surprised that bullpen barbecue is still there after that Braves moved out. You would think all their business.
Oh yeah.
If you got any baseball buffs in here, I think it was 1997.
Yeah, I've had like an allergy, like head cold, and it's like my throat is so super dry. Yes. Sorry. Sidetrack watching the traffic. So Tony says, I believe the couple that has 2 kids has done a video on Hayfield Dwarf House. But their YouTube name escapes me at the present time.
2 kids.
Horner.
Huh?
Horner. No, people are saying names. Keith Lockhart, Michael Tucker.
Michael Tucker. Who said Michael Tucker?
Bill. I don't know how to say his last name.
That is
Whittingham.
Yeah, I don't think Horner ever played at Turner Field. He was gone.
Well, I was thinking of the YouTube channel.
No. That was my trivia question. Yeah, it was Michael Tucker. Good job. Horner's a good guess, but he was already for a Brave. I don't even know if he was still playing when they moved into Turner Field. And what was it? What was the other guess? Somebody said Horner. Somebody said, oh, Keith Lockhart. It's not a bad guess either. He was mostly a pinch hitter though, but it was Michael Tucker.
So Jennifer says, I think Every Day is Saturday has reviewed the Dwarf House. So did little Henry like it? That's what I want to know. Little Henry liked it. Roger White, have a fun and safe trip. Thank you.
It's slowing down again.
And Mr. Dog said, Keith Lockhart was my neighbor.
Wow. That's cool. You live in the Atlanta area? I remember him pitching quite a bit for the Braves.
Yes.
That's nice.
And Tony says, yes, every day is Saturday. Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Well, my favorite Brave and player of all time in my era was Dale Murphy. I still think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Alright, this is where it's merger.
When they're splitting off.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was just reading it. I thought it had more than one exit lane.
It should. So let me get over. I'm going to get over one more just to be sure. This is I'm sorry, y'all. This is a tricky place to drive.
When there's so many lanes, you have to watch everybody on the side of you, even other lanes over.
Especially when the last 300 times I've been through here, I've stayed on 75. I kind of have to make myself remember. All right, here we go. 85. We're towards Montgomery. We're good. This part of the city here, there's planes coming in like every. Look how close those two are.
Oh yeah.
I hope they're not as close as they look.
No, one's down further.
Wow.
The other one's further. It's just the angle.
There's been too much weird stuff going on with planes lately, anyway. Oh, that didn't look good, but yeah, it looks like
Oh,
we're
they're
okay.
fine. They're fine. Yeah. Just the angle that they were coming. One was further back, one was closer to us,
Something
so
I
they
have
looked
no
really
desire to
close.
see.
No.
But there's planes coming in like every 15 seconds.
Yeah, Atlanta's very busy. And that's something we always like looking to as we're driving, especially at night, seeing the planes coming down. Why did I get dark?
I turned my headlights on.
Oh, okay.
Turn that screen. Why is it turn that screen?
It just needs to be rolled up, probably. Tony Lashley, Andrew Jones too for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So we live next door to each other in edge-weighted subdivision in Suwannee. He was one of the strongest Christian men I've known.
Really, that's good to know. I always enjoy hearing an athlete that I grew up watching find out that he's a believer in Christ. That was, y'all have heard me tell about Gene Garber. Lives in the state of Pennsylvania, but Gene Garber actually ended Pete Rose's hitting streak. I got to meet him last summer, went out to supper and everything. That was just like a thrill.
Yeah, it was.
Gave me an autographed baseball. It's telling me to stay in the lane again. I haven't even left the lane.
And he says he lives in a 300,000 home just like everyday folk.
Wow.
And then Mark says, yes, I remember Murphy, Horner, and Washington.
Claudel passed away here in the last couple of years. I hated to hear that. Yeah. I liked Dale Murphy because he wasn't just a good player, he was a good guy, you know. He was known as being very clean and clean cut, not like vulgar language and things like that.
Yeah.
I understand he was Mormon, but he still had some high moral standards, and I respect that. But I really liked him as a player. I actually met him. He autographed my baseball glove when I was a kid.
Sarah said her husband retired from Delta. So was he a pilot, or what did he do for Delta? Tony says, I wore number 3 when I played excuse me, center field in Little League, just like Murph.
I did too. That's interesting. Were you a Murphy fan, or did it just work out that way? Because when I was going through picking out my shirt, I got number 3 for that reason.
And our oldest son, he's a big baseball fan too. In his little league years, he always wanted number 10.
Chipper Jones.
Yeah. Kathy Buc-ee, that was my mom's favorite ball player.
Dale Murphy, yeah.
And Tony says fan first.
Yeah, we used to catch a Braves game usually at least once a year. Sometimes we can stay the night and go to another one the next day. The Braves generally would lose when I would go. Once in a while they'd win, but if they took 3 out of 4 in the series, the one they would have lost would be the one I'd be at.
Tony said he copied his batting style too.
Well, look how low, that's an American there. Yeah, but Atlanta's a big Delta hub. Used to be one for Eastern Airlines. How many of y'all remember Eastern Airlines? They used to be big in Atlanta.
What's that color over there? Is that for the planes? Is that a hangar?
I don't know.
I bet it is.
Might be. Be easy spot from the air, wouldn't it? Yeah, welcome to Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
We're been in Georgia.
I guess where people get... Oh, look at all the planes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Delta Terminal there. Sorry, y'all, we're going by.
That's not a hangar. That's, I guess, the airport itself.
Yeah. Atlanta's the busiest airport in the country. I think it's ahead of Chicago O'Hare. We really like the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. We've flown into that one 3 times at least.
Yeah. Sarah said he was a techie, worked on the jets.
Wow.
Nice. You have to be pretty smart to do something like that, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It wouldn't want me working on them, that's for sure. You have to be highly skilled to do that. Alright, so I think we're out of the bad traffic now. We're moving along pretty good again. On 85 this time.
I'm just having a look all around to new sights to behold.
Yeah, well, you've never been out this way before.
Mm-mm.
You always stay on 75.
Yeah. I think it's the parking lot, or one of the parking
this is a major big airport. Which DFW's big. I wonder if they have a Skyline or something similar to what DFW gets you.
Oh, I'm sure they probably
might
do.
have to, I think.
Sorry, y'all.
All right, so we still got anybody with us? I'm not seeing comments.
So, VA Fun Seekers, y'all be safe. Enjoy your trip. Look forward to the videos. God bless.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
guys.
y'all. Y'all are going to be a big inspiration to us on this trip because y'all give us some great ideas. So
Bobby says, I wish you would have showed me the planes. I don't know that the phone would have picked them up.
I don't think they would have. They were.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. I could tell they were Delta, though.
Yeah. Ari loves to invest in travel. It's the busiest airport in the world.
In the world, okay. I knew in the country. But...
Tony says, sometimes I wish I had pursued baseball to see how far I would have made it. But then if I had, I wouldn't have met Ginger. I probably wouldn't have met y'all. Glad things worked out this way.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was very sweet. I'm sure Ginger is very happy too.
My dad actually tried, I don't remember what he told me. It wasn't actually signed, but actually did do trials with the New York Mets. My dad was a big baseball player in high school, but obviously didn't make it all the way up or even to the minor leagues. But my dad was actually pretty good at baseball. I'm kind of like you, Tony. That was something, that was a love of mine as a young person. I love to play it. Love to watch it.
And our oldest son was the same way. He always said that he kind of wanted to pursue it, but he hurt his shoulder or something, didn't he? Or his hand or something he had hurt. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Our son actually pitched a perfect game when he was, 13, 14 years old. Actually pitched, they was 7 innings, but actually pitched a perfect game. No hits, no walks, no anything.
He was a hind catcher and did excellent for his age.
He pitched too.
Yeah, then he pitched. Yeah, he was built for baseball.
He could play any position.
I always said he was built for it. And our youngest son's tall and more slender. He loves basketball, and he still plays basketball. Roger says, how's T-Bone doing? He's doing very good, pretty much back to normal, so we're thankful for that.
Yeah, he's just old now. He's 10, 11 years old. But he's pretty much recovered.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about baseball.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I lost my train of thought. It wasn't your fault. What was the last thing we were talking about baseball?
About pursuing it, your dad.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned about him trying out with the Mets.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds are so small that you're going to be... Oh, I know what I was going to say. We do have a local... did you go to school? No, you went to school there at church. Madison Bumgarner.
My youngest brother went to school.
Madison Bumgarner is from our home county and our hometown. He was World Series MVP in 2014 with the Giants. He actually is farming now, raising Wagyu cattle.
Yeah, he actually sells his beef at Lenore. Excuse me, no.
Look at the traffic's doing.
Yeah, going, wow. At the burger place, what is that in Granite that we ate at?
Fresh Depot.
Yeah, I was going to say Fresh Burger. Don't they have his meat there?
That's what the girl told us, said that they get theirs from him.
Yeah, so it's local. And it was good.
Yeah.
Ken, sorry if I missed it. Where y'all headed on your adventure? We are heading to Destin, Florida. So we're going to stay the night in Montgomery, Alabama, and then Destin tomorrow until Sunday.
That's the plan.
And Roger says, glad to hear that. Good night from St. Mary's County, Maryland. Good night, Roger.
Yeah, thank you for watching all the way from Maryland.
And Diamond Backing says, I will be watching and remembering wonderful decades of memories. Thank you for your live coverage too. I went to Georgia Tech and resided 35 years in Buc-ee. Stay safe, my friends. Nice. Yeah, we just went through your area.
Georgia Tech, right across from the varsity.
Yeah. Nice. Atlanta's a nice city.
It is. There's a lot there.
We do need to figure out a long weekend.
Yeah, we most definitely do, because that would be some really, really great things to see there.
Yeah. Well, but that wasn't last year. It was the year before we went to Centennial Park, right?
Yeah, because I flew the drone from there.
Yeah. We wanted to go in the sky wheel thing, but since we weren't staying nearby, they wouldn't let the dogs go in the stroller, so we weren't able to go. But I think that'd be pretty neat to see.
That would. We could do that if we had a room.
Leave somewhere to leave them.
Having pets does kind of hamper some of the things you can do, but wouldn't take anything for them though.
So RE loves to invest in travel. You should be getting close to Noonan now. Hope you have a wonderful trip. And that's where you guys are from, right?
Yeah, we're on 85, past the airport here a while back, so.
I'm trying to see what exit.
Yeah, as soon as we see the exit number, we're near. So you still see planes going over. I can't believe how congested it still is. I don't see an exit or a mile marker.
So this is Sharon. Hey, this is Sharon Woodham. I live just north of Montgomery. I work in Montgomery. Be safe and have fun.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to be staying in Montgomery tonight. So.
Sharon, didn't you hurt your shoulder? If that's you, how's your shoulder doing?
We met exit 61.
61.
It says something, the Legacy Theater, several motels. That's where we're at now, is exit 61.
Purina. Must be a factory.
Oh, yeah, the
or something.
Purina building there.
Yeah.
Dog food.
Yeah. I have my glasses on, I can see that. When I take my glasses off, it looks like blurred Christmas lights now.
I'm still amazed, even though we're moving good, the traffic, I always see is red lights ahead. I would have thought that would have started thinning out. I thought it would thin out after 75 and 85 branched apart.
Well, it did for just a bit, because you said about, move. Well, I mean, we're still, like you said, moving decent, but.
I'm sure that seatbelt feels like a slice in my neck. Yeah, we're slowing down again. All right, what time is it? We've been on for almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, this has really helped pass the time along quickly.
We really, really appreciate y'all watching tonight.
And riding along with us and sharing stories and stuff. He said exit 47.
Okay. So now I'm seeing Fairburn, Peachtree City. That's
whatever exit that is. Everybody's
getting off. That's a popular exit, yeah.
Peachtree City.
Hopefully a few thousand of these will get off there. Now we're slowing down.
Well, because everybody sees their brake lights, probably.
I don't know about y'all, but I am starved. Not really, but I feel like I haven't really eaten since lunch, anything except that milkshake.
Yeah, that we were actually not gonna. We didn't know about the Whataburger. We were actually just gonna get like some snacks.
Yeah.
And just eat.
Like a bag of combos or something.
And then eat when we got to Montgomery, because we've not eaten.
No, stopping at Buc-ee's.
I'm sorry, yeah. And then we saw the milkshakes. So he's like, do you still want to get snacks? I'm thinking, no, I really don't need anything. But yeah, snacks would be nice.
Yeah, because I remember they had that it's supposed to be banana pudding. I thought there'd be chunks of vanilla wafers in it, but there wasn't. But I remember they had that, a year or two ago, and we missed it. So we saw that and just decided to go for that.
Yeah. I saw on Facebook around Christmas time they had a Mexican hot chocolate milkshake.
Oh.
If we were near a Whataburger, we would have gotten that.
Mexican chocolate is like the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah. Chocolate and cinnamon, it's good.
But you have cayenne.
So I tried to make Mexican chocolate fudge, because Keelan's had it one time in Gatlinburg, how many years ago, and he loved it, said it was so good. I look up a recipe for it. For a pan of fudge, it said to put a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Which was more than enough cayenne pepper for your
He
fudge.
said, do it to taste next time. I just did it as a recipe.
That was fudge that puts you on your knees. Thank you for trying.
I tried. I need to try again. So trip step toast. Just checking in for a moment. Y'all be safe on your trip and happy Easter.
Thank you so much.
Sharon, yes, I'm the one with the shoulder fracture. Went to the surgeon today. He's going to watch how I'm healing, hoping I won't need surgery. We hope not either. We've been praying for you. Sorry.
That little overlook there in Maggie Valley where we met you, every time we stop there, we meet somebody now, a subscriber. It's like, I think you were the first. And the last couple of times we've been there,
there was a family.
Yeah.
And somebody else, too. And Ari loves to invest in travel. Peachtree City is a golf cart city. 100 plus miles of paths. Wow.
Wow.
Kelly says, have y'all made it through Atlanta? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Thankfully and mercifully we have.
And Melissa says there's a Whataburger at exit 47.
Okay.
Thank you. We saw on the Whataburger as we were going through getting our milkshakes, it said mushroom and Swiss burger, which he loved.
Yeah, can't wait.
That was tempting.
But we're getting our mushroom Swiss. We're getting our Whataburger in Hickory soon. All right, there's a Buc-ee's billboard. It says the fairest of them all, 88 miles.
Anyway.
Can we wait 88 more miles?
Well, we're going to have to. And then Ken Lowe says you have to try the donut hole when in Destin. Donut hole.
I've heard of that.
Someone else has mentioned there's an ice cream donut place, Thomas. I looked it up. But I think it was kind of near Panama City, but it's supposed to be like famous in the area. We'll have to see about that. Italiano 62. Hello, Tony. From Tony and Tracy in Ohio.
In Ohio, yes.
Hey guys. Sharon, thank you for the prayers. Absolutely. CLB joystick. Y'all are 45 minutes from gaining an hour and barely 1 hour and 20 minutes from Buc-ee's in Auburn. We can do it.
We can do it. My stomach has growled for longer than this before.
And it doesn't hurt us to growl for a little bit. That's why I told myself.
We're at mile marker 56, so we're less than an hour from the Alabama line.
So Kelly Fitch's, you have to try the back porch in Destin.
That's one of the ones we're throwing around too. Again, we've only got 3 days. 2 of them we know for sure, but yeah, the back porch is one we've been really throwing around for that 3rd day.
Because we've watched some reviews, just like people watch us to get ideas.
Yeah.
We do the same thing. So we've seen several there, and with it being right on the beach, it looks pretty, pretty beachy. We're highly considering it, or really considering it. So thank you for that.
Yawn.
Huh?
So I yawned again. I've been yawning a lot lately.
When someone else yawns, you always feel like you have to yawn. So much my face.
Well, they yawn.
It's on now.
Were you asleep?
He's been sleeping.
I won't bother.
I accidentally touched him too. He upset.
He raised his head up like he's
Ready to fight.
for war, yeah. Okay. Well, you want to go? How much longer do you want to go?
It don't matter.
We can go till 9 if everybody. How many people we still got?
124.
We'll go till 9. That's fine.
This has been fun.
Yeah, it has. This is a great idea I had. I said we could pass a lot of time.
Very good. Rebecca says the Fox Theater is a great place to go. We saw the Jersey Boys, the River Dancers, and the Celtic Women, Ed Sheehan at Phillips Arena, now called State Farm Arena. Is that in Destin? I'm guessing.
Oh. I wouldn't think they'd have an arena.
I don't know.
They're talking about the airport back there. We're not frequent flyers, but we've kind of gotten into it the last few years. But
State Farm Arena.
Still nervous about it. We got a flight coming up this summer. That's a surprise, though.
Yeah, we gave a little. Did you leave that hint in one of our videos?
I did leave the hint. I don't think anybody caught it. That's okay.
So Zach Randall, hey guys, currently live in Cherryville, North Carolina, grew up in Atlanta. The formula for the Coke at the Varsity is different than the standard formula. It's 100% better. I agree.
I've heard like if you go to Mexico and get Coke, it's better. Right? So, like they use the real cane sugar.
Real sugar. So.
That does make a difference. When you go to the Amish stores, you get those is it Kutztown or Kutztown sodas?
However you say that.
With the sugar, 10 times better.
And the grapes, the best.
Oh, the grape is better. You can't find it hardly anywhere.
Let's see. Steve Hollingsworth. Steve and Michelle from South Carolina. See you soon in Mount Airy. Yes. We are looking for. They're going to be there for Mount Mayberry days.
Okay.
So I told them. I said, if y'all see us, stop us.
We've only been the last 2 years, and that's pretty much becoming an annual thing for us now. It's just loads of fun.
Oh, we love it, and we need to go ahead and probably get our tickets
For the talent show.
for the talent show. Yes. So if you're going and you've not seen that,
What
Steve,
did I do wrong?
said stay here, right? Make sure for Saturday night was it Colonel Tim's talent
If I
show?
had this car, I don't even need you to tell me how to drive. I just, basically, this car will do it for me. It's told me to stay in my lane probably 50 times today, even when I haven't left the lane.
Wanda Wells, please remember Kyle Atsby and his family in your prayers, please and thank you.
Is that the Kyle that you asked us to pray for like a year ago that was battling cancer? I still think about him, and I never can remember who it was that told me about it. But I'm curious if that's the same one and what his...
She said yes.
How
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were live on Cherry Grove last year when she first mentioned that.
Mhm. Tony says, I got the hint, but I'm not telling.
Which video was it in, Tony? We figured if anybody would.
Well, that was exactly what we said. When we said he's like, should I leave that in there? He's like, would anybody get that? I said,
we like Tony because Tony remembers us saying things we don't remember saying. So which video was it then? Let's make sure we're on the same page here.
And Melissa says, I'm excited to see Destin videos. I've never been. Bobby says, really getting dark now. Yeah, it is starting to get kind of dark.
Yeah, what was the lady's name that mentioned Kyle? Mary
Wells.
One. Yeah, tell me how he's doing, because I actually he crosses my mind. I do my praying, most of it on the way to work in the mornings, and there's several people that I've made a mental note of their name that are battling cancer. A lady in our church, and I still remember Kyle.
Said some better doing treatment.
That's good.
Tony says
Man, Tony, you're good, man. Hats off to you. You got it.
Mr. Pinckney's calling it a night. Have a good night.
Good night. Enjoy that pizza. And
Tony also said, had my first Faygo cotton candy drink. Very good. The Dollar Tree had it in 4-pack cans.
we used to get one of those for camping every time we go to the Food City in Gatlinburg.
Food City in Gatlinburg used to have them all the time. Yeah. Our local grocery store in Granite Falls, Fair Value, has them. And they also have, what is it called?
The blue one.
The ice pop.
It's like clear.
And it's red, white. You know the popsicles that are red, white, and blue. They got like the blue raspberry, whatever.
Yeah, the round ones.
That's what those drinks taste like. That's what they're supposed to taste like. They're so good.
I still think the cotton candy is my favorite.
Yeah. And Buc-ee the bear says hello. Hello.
The bear, you mean the beaver?
Buc-ee the bear. That's their name.
Should we turn a light on in here?
I hate to
Well, I mean, I can still see. We'll probably wrap it up in about another 20 minutes or so.
Zach says also go to Peg Leg Pete's in Destin. Smoky Mountain Man
We
says,
need 2 weeks.
Smoky Mountain, where are you now? Have we passed that exit 47? I'm sure we have by now.
We are at exit 49.
Oh, almost there. Okay. So we're exit 49, Interstate 85, near, what would they call that place? Noonan's, Georgia. And Tony says bomb pots.
Oh, I see exit 47 now. It looks like Motel 6, Hampton Inn, on the signs.
Thank you, Buc-ee.
Historic Noonan, next 3 exits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Buc-ee the Bear says, absolutely love watching y'all.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Smoky Mountain, we can still see you. It's good. My daughter came up with this thing.
There's a steak. We need to get to a Steak and Shake. There's a Steak and Shake right here off this exit. Since they redone how they do the fries, I want to try the new fries.
Oh yeah, that different oil.
That beef tallow they call it.
From Wanda. Oh yes, Wanda. You said that on Facebook. She says, also remember me. I lost my husband last month. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Most definitely,
Yes.
Miss Wanda. Yes, I cannot imagine.
Our heart and prayers goes out to
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
But God's grace is sufficient.
Absolutely. Just hold on to the promises that we'll see him again one day.
I'm glad we got that promise.
Me too.
If they're in Christ and know the Lord, you can take that one to the bank.
Yeah.
don't know how people cope that don't have that.
I know.
But
Smoky Mountain Man, 47 miles to Bama. Rebecca, those suggestions were your for Atlanta trip.
okay.
Melissa says Noonan is a cute little town. Mama says thank you. Smoky Mountain Man said, because he lives, we shall live also. That is so true. That is true. So everyone please remember Wanda. She's got Kyle she wants us to be praying for, and his family, then also herself. She just lost her husband.
Yes, definitely remember her. Also, I haven't heard her name tonight, but she on her channel a lot. Name's Carol, and she lost her brother recently, and she's battling cancer too.
Yeah.
So that's another one we'll remember.
Carolyn Palmer, CW singer Alan Jackson is from, country western singer Alan Jackson is from Noonan, Georgia.
Okay, yeah, it seemed like I might have heard that before. Yeah, that's where we are passing through right
Yeah.
now.
Which you don't see too much from the interstate.
No. That's a wide lane there on the left with all the lights there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wide pull-off shoulder there. Now I see the big lit up sign here. Turn and hit that right quick.
So we'll get it.
It says Noonan.
If you could read it that quick, it looked pretty blurry.
I'll flip that back around. It's nice and bright.
Yeah, it was. We are looking a little.
We are.
You can see
We're
us
looking a little grainy now, I think.
Yeah.
You sure we shouldn't turn a low light on or something? I mean, it may make it worse. I don't know.
That's a little better. The hood, you'll see okay.
We'll wrap up here at about 9. We got, what, 19 more minutes left.
Ann Reynolds, hi y'all. Hello, Ann.
Good evening.
Yeah, this has helped spend the time nicely.
Yes, it has.
Buc-ee the Bear, where are y'all headed? We're heading to Destin. That's where we'll be tomorrow. We're going to stay the night in Montgomery, Alabama tonight. We'll be in Destin until Sunday. Head home. So looking forward to a little change of scenery for a little bit.
Yeah. This will be your second time in Florida in, what, 4 months?
Yeah.
We usually make it to Florida that often.
I know.
This was kind of, we just decided on Destin, what, just a few weeks ago. The other options we had were like Myrtle Beach, Orlando, and Gatlinburg. Y'all know we don't ever get to any of those.
Yeah,
So
I know.
we wanted to do something a little different.
Well, and then I think like Branson, Missouri was another. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
too far for a
that's
weekend,
too far, for a weekend. And like I said, I've been wanting to come to Destin for a while, so
It just made sense.
it worked out.
Wasn't Atlanta also an option?
Yeah, actually Atlanta was.
That would have been a good one too.
Yeah,
But glad you get to see Destin.
yeah.
Ooh.
Calamari for you, turn it off. I love watching y'all, but it's super blurry now. Oh, is it more blurry with the light on?
What was the calamari?
That's what they're saying. It was super blurry. I'm trying to see.
The calamari squid.
Yeah, I think it's just what they're. Tony said, hey Shaughnessy, one of the country singers guys on American Idol this year has a song on YouTube that you may like. I'll send you the link if you want me to when y'all wrap up. Heart-touching song.
Yeah, that's fine. Is that Tony Lashman?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that you told us about here recently that was on American Idol that was actually from that barbecue place near our home. Well, I think we discussed that. He was actually there that night. He was like the only clogger there that night, you know. We went
Oh,
to see
yeah,
him,
yeah.
that he was on American Idol.
Yeah. And Casey said, this is a fun live, especially getting to see the sights.
Well, we're glad you enjoyed that. We thought we would more show downtown Atlanta a little bit.
And Ann says, I have not been doing too good. I've been going through all of my son's stuff. I'm sorry, Ann.
Yeah, that's, oh goodness. It's hard to even know what to say. Just lean on God's shoulder and His grace.
Yes,
That's,
absolutely. Tony says this guy is cruise rocked.
It's what?
Cruise rocked. I guess it's
Oh, it's his name.
Yeah. Melissa says y'all have a great trip and happy Easter. He is risen.
Thank you so much. He is
Absolutely.
risen.
And Regina says, hello, y'all. Hello, Regina. Wanda, well, it's been fun. Rebecca, good night. Have fun. Safe travels. Wanda says, happy Easter to everyone. Blessings. And tonight is a work night for
That's
a
right.
lot of
Yeah.
people. Well,
Yeah.
usually when we do it on a Thursday night, it is too.
Yeah. Some people are off Fridays. I am.
Yeah.
You're off every other one.
Every other.
So 26 miles from LaGrange, if I'm not mistaken, that's the last town in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's where 185 goes down to Columbus from, so I know it's close to the border. That's actually a little bit, so exit 40, mile marker 40.
She said that she lost her son on August 4th, 2024.
Oh goodness, we're so sorry to hear that.
I
That's probably got to be the
cannot
worst,
imagine.
the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely be praying for you, Ann.
Absolutely. So, what time we got now? It's
8:46. Buc-ee the bear. Good night. Can't wait to see more upcoming videos. Happy Easter and safe travels.
Stay tuned. We'll try to get a few up. Hopefully, maybe I can get one up by tomorrow night. Probably just be of the Buc-ees here, but we'll definitely review pretty much everything we do everywhere we go.
And he'll be working on videos as he can. It's still vacation time, so he'll work on them.
I'm still trying to master how to spread them out because I'll end up posting a lot of them in clusters and I don't have anything for a week. So, probably.
Then we usually end up going out to eat somewhere close to home.
Just to fill in the gap, keep the algorithm, you know.
An American Woodland Relic. Are y'all going to the Strawberry Jam in May at Darnell Farms? We'll have to see what weekend that is. Do you know what weekend it is?
I don't. We've got basically, we're going to be up around the Darnell Farms area, but we've got basically two sets of friends coming in from California, kind of overlapping in a way. So we're going to be over in that area. I don't know what weekend the Strawberry Festival is, but we're going to be meeting them. So I'm getting that over in that area. So
we'll see.
Was that the straw? No, we went to the watermelon.
No. What? No, we did go to the Strawberry. We went to both.
Free watermelon.
Yeah, but we did go to the Strawberry Jam
we may
too.
have.
That's when we stayed at, was that the Cardinal Inn? Or what's the other place that we stayed? Not Cardinal Inn.
Cardinal Inn. I don't remember that.
Maggie Valley.
Castle.
I always called it the Cardinal.
There is a Cardinal.
I know there is.
We just never stayed there.
I think it's May the 19th.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to be, I'm not sure about that weekend.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I mean, if we're not doing
Somebody else
anything
mentioned a Chairwine Festival. Somebody mentioned we ought to try the Chairwine Festival. That's in Salisbury. I think that's maybe the 16th weekend.
Okay, well, that's the 19th though.
And then, possibly, in June, the Liver Mush Festival in Marion, because about 643 of y'all told me we need to try Hunter's Liver Mush.
So June the 7th, I believe, I think I've already got it on my calendar, is the Liver Mush Festival in Marion.
And we don't neither one like Liver Mush, but all of y'all said we're going to like Hunter's. I highly doubt it, but we'll see.
Smoky Mountain Man, have a good night, dear friends. Safe travels, love to you both, Kim, me, and me. Good night, guys. Y'all have a good night. Yeah, we'll have to see on that, but we will be going to Darnell Farms this summer.
Absolutely.
You know, every time we get the chance.
Wish we'd stay on until we got to Alabama, but it's going to be 9 o'clock before we make it to Alabama. We're in Grantville now. I've never heard of Grantville. I've heard of Newnan. Or if that guy's got a thing telling him to stay in his lane because he's all over the white line. This vehicle will be all over my case if I was doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear it beeping, like if you don't keep both of them on there, or if it goes too close to the white line. And Dana Nicole, when are y'all going to be in Anna Maria Island? I'm moving to Bradenton in June.
Well, we just were there in December, and we'll be going back to Siesta Key, which is just below that, in August. We'll probably end up on Anna Maria for a day or so to go eat at the Starfish Company.
Yeah.
You're moving to Bradenton. Once you get your bags unpacked, the first thing you need to do is go out to the Starfish Company if you want fresh seafood.
Yeah, that is so good.
Yes. You sit outside. It's old Florida. It's just a wonderful seafood experience.
Yeah. Carolyn Palmer, enjoyed the ride with you guys tonight. Be safe. God bless you both and all the chatters.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for riding with us.
114 more miles to Montgomery. First sign we've seen.
Let's see. Tony said good night. Love y'all. Stay safe and make memories. Good night, Tony. Steve says, where are them fur babies? Well, I got Roviera asleep on my lap, and Renoir's in his bed behind me. Dana Nicole says, I did plan on going there as soon as I move.
Excellent.
Well, let us know how you like it.
Yes, please do.
And American Woodland Relic says May 17th and 18th for the strawberry jam. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, there's a traffic stop here.
Is it this side or that side? Or both sides?
We're stopping. All the lights and stuff's over there. The truck. It looks like road construction. I don't know why we're stopping over here.
Probably because there's blue lights on the other side.
Yeah.
Ann said his birthday would have been November 1st. He would have been 36 years old.
Oh wow. That's,
So young. So sad.
goodness.
So sorry, Ann.
That's got to be the worst thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely continue to hold you up in our prayers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get ready to.
Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and start getting off here now since we're slowing down just a bit. And it's dark. And you don't want to see us red like this.
Oh goodness, we look terrible.
I know, look
I'm
at
not able to look over very much, but we
Brake
look awful. Yeah, every time the brake light, look at that. That's the Tahoe in front of us. Doing that.
Sharon says, good night, be safe, love y'all, have lots of fun. Good night, Sharon.
Thank y'all so much. Everybody that came in tonight still got 100 and
111.
yeah.
There's our number.
There's our number, 111, always has been.
And the aunt said, I named him Joshua out of the Bible.
Wow.
That's very nice. Ari loves to invest in travel, says good night and safe travels. God bless. Good night, guys.
Yes, thank y'all so much for being in here.
I'm just making sure nobody else had anything else before I hang up. American Woodland Relics, good night, safe travels. Walk with God, be safe. Thank you. You guys as well. So, yeah, be watching YouTube. He'll be posting videos, and I'll be trying to post pictures and stuff like that on Facebook. I've not been doing too good with Facebook lately. It's like I'll post something here and there, but I'll definitely be posting pictures and stuff like that. So be sure to check out our Facebook as well. Now Regina says, good night, y'all. Have fun and stay safe.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So
Good night,
good night,
everybody.
everybody. Take care and God bless.